Welcome to the show. I'm Adam Chapman. I have to do that always with you in here, by the way. Welcome to everybody to Chicagoland Speedway. We're live for the Snap Mobile Dot Shop Sim 500 Esports Racing League. And I'll go ahead and introduce real quick. Todd Chase Jr. with me here at the booth. Todd, how you doing?
Doing pretty good.
Great answer, by the way. Are you tired, Todd? Are you tired? Is that what it is? Okay, shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, whether you are a small business, big family, or we just need a new device wireless zone, can help. Visit them at snapmobile.shop for better and the latest technology and assistance from experts in the wireless industry. Why Verizon? Because better matters. Wireless Zone in the largest Verizon franchise in the U.S. with over 400 locations are independently owned and operated stores. They have Verizon or provided Verizon products and service for over 32 years, Todd. Bet you didn't know that. Furthermore,
I did not know that.
Did not know that. Furthermore, Verizon has recognized the knowledgeable and friendly staff as the National Customer Service Award winner for 5 years in a row. Todd, something you've never had as a winner for 5 years in a row.
Okay.
Welcome to Chicagoland, Todd. This is going to be a fun race. I was actually looking at it earlier today. We know Chicagoland. It's actually one of my favorite tracks. Sadly, NASCAR no longer running here in the real life stuff, but we still get to experience it here on iRacing as I ride all over myself because I'm, for some reason, nervous tonight. Todd, what were you expecting here?
I'm expecting a lot of 3 and 4 wide, a lot of good racing. Passing is going to be hard here tonight. I have a feeling that in order to pass somebody, you're going to have to get right up on that rear bumper and kind of get them a little arrow loose in order to get a good enough run to get past them as this race goes on tonight.
Yeah, we was talking about this before we came onto the air, and I actually stopped you because I said I want to get a natural reaction instead of a rehearsed reaction. So let's talk about this. Field mileage, a big key with 120 laps in this one. This is not a very long race. 120 laps. With this track only being a mile and a half, we've run 100% fuel load in these trucks. I mean, you're going to see some guys do 2 stops, Todd, but we was talking about it, or kind of hinted about it before we stopped each other. We could see guys go 1 stop.
Yeah, some of them guys I could see doing that. Justin Fuller, our regular season champion, Daniel Falkingham. You know, I could see him. He's got nothing else to lose tonight other than trying to go 1 step or to do that 1 pit stop throughout the night and see what happens.
Yeah, of course, this is the regular season championship finale. Of course, we already said, like Todd said, Daniel Falkingham is going to be your season champion here for the regular season, walking out so far with 7 wins this season. He's looking for 8 here tonight, but as of late, it has been the Justin Fuller show, besides last week where Josh Parker picked up the win. But previous to that, at Watkins Glen, New Hampshire, Justin Fuller picked up the wins. So he's on 4 for the season, and of course, like I mentioned, Falkingham with 7 so far this season. So we'll go ahead and get our picks because, to be honest, I don't have much else to talk about yet that I want to mention just yet. So Todd Chase Jr., who do you got? This is a tough one, by the way.
This is a tough one. I've ran a few races with these guys earlier in the season, and I'm kind of torn between Falkingham and another big surprise here, Tyler Dalton. So out of them 2, I'm actually going to take the underdog and say Tyler Dalton.
You're going to take the underdog. I'm taking the underdog. I'm going to go with the 18 of Bentley Glasser. I think that he is very close to breaking into it. Dalton's not a bad pick. He's just got to keep his nose clean. He kind of reminds me of you when you dirt race. Honestly, just gets caught up in stuff.
Yeah, I thought we were going to talk about that.
Yeah, you do it. For guys that do not know, by the way, if you have not watched Todd Chase Jr., check out the driver spotlight. Todd Chase was in a dirt car today and ran and finished 3rd in that one.
3rd, yep.
Awesome. So check that out. It'll be awesome. So once again, thank you, snapmobile.shop. We're going to go to the big screen. We're going to get out of this little screen. There we go. Hopefully everything's right because I literally have things minimized on my screen right now. But whatever it is, what it is. You guys can see Chicagoland. By the way, I think this is only, Todd, the 2nd or 3rd race we've ever broadcasted here since Chicagoland has put in the lights here on iRacing. Maybe
I
only
believe
the
that is
second.
correct.
Yeah, I think this is only the second.
Yeah.
So, really cool. Real quick update. No broadcast tomorrow. I'm not going to say it. No broadcast tomorrow. We got a broadcast Friday night, late Friday night. No broadcast Saturday. And I may have a broadcast Sunday. I got to check that to make sure. But I know I got one Friday night. Anyway, ready to get qualified here. We're going to go down to the racetrack. Coming out first, it is the 18 Gatorade Chevrolet Bentley Glasser rolling out here on the pit road access, getting ready to go. By the way, Todd, I'm curious about how they're going to do this because I don't know if the first lap is going to be the fastest or second. If it's the second lap, you want to run the high line. So that's going to be good.
Yeah.
I don't really know.
From running these intermediate tracks, basically what you kind of want to do is kind of run it kind of like Daytona and Talladega
That's
on
what
that
I think
first
too.
lap.
I feel the same. These trucks, I mean, there's so much grip.
Yeah,
And that's what
you basically you got to get that momentum up and put everything all into that second lap.
Mm-hmm.
Run that high line on the first lap, build that momentum. Coming out of 4, coming to get the white flag for, your qualifying lap. Bring it all the way down to the grass, not into the grass, but onto the apron, real close to the grass, and then back up to the racetrack, going into turn 1, and just kind of run that mid first lane, mid second lane, and then drift back up, going down to the back stretch, and that's basically what you got to do in order to get a good lap. If you don't run a good lap on your first lap, your second lap isn't going to work either.
And we're watching Bentley Glasser coming to the start-finish line right now, and I want to explain something here in just a second. Bentley Glasser going to go to the top of the board with a 30.970. But we'll start seeing some other guys start putting something down. Justin Fuller just rolling out. We'll check out Doy Woods real quick. For people, I know we got some new people watching, Todd. And
Yep.
I want to explain something. And Todd, you can back me up on this. Some people are going to be wondering what this is, okay? This is iRacing for people that do not know. It's what do you think, Todd? The best driving simulator there is, hands down?
Hands down, it is the closest thing to the real thing.
There is no controllers. So you're not driving like on a PlayStation or nothing like that. It's no PlayStation controller. These guys have like crazy setups and they got wheels, pedals. I mean, it is legit the closest thing. These tracks that you guys are watching, Ryan Howard, by the way, goes to the top of the board, but you guys are watching these guys. The tracks are scanned by laser scanners, and they are within 1 millimeter of an inch accurate to the real thing. So it's about the closest thing you're getting as far as real life goes.
Yep.
So, I mean, everything matters, grip, everything. So, anyway, Brian Macklin coming to the start-finish line, putting down his first P1. Jose Gonzalez, by the way, I feel like he is kind of a sleeper, is on top of the board right now with a 30.954. Great lap for Jose Gonzalez. We'll have to kind of watch him, I think. Definitely do not. And we may be watching him sooner or later because he may wind up taking his pole away. Justin Fuller is out there as well, but we'll stay with Brian Macklin. Fuller right now on his second lap. Coming to the white flag here, or the checker flag here in just a second. Here's Brian Macklin. He's going to cross the line. We'll jump back to Justin Fuller. He's crossing the line as well. Let's see, they move up. Brian Macklin goes to fourth. Well, there you go. Justin Fuller to the top of the board. Surprise, surprise. But there's one car we cannot count out, Todd. It is the 39 of Daniel Falkenham.
Yep. Coming in with 7 wins this season. Like I said before, he's got nothing to lose, nothing really. Well, another win to gain, I guess you could say.
You could say that.
But I'd look for him to be strong again tonight.
I agree. Especially, I mean, with this track, you're really going to be able to run wide open for like 20 laps. Like we've seen it in practice. It was wild in practice.
Yeah, very wild. I mean,
I don't think he's going to have time to get another lap in. He's going to be starting.
Yeah.
Maybe he just likes driving back there. I mean, some people like, kind of doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, why not? Here is teammate Scott Simley. As I do want to mention that, of course, Mike Kelly not here tonight. He's actually away. He's going to the real life dirt or short track Dirt Nationals? Dirt? I don't know. But it's some kind of nationals at Cedar Lake or Cedar Valley or something like
Yep.
that. But Scott Simley out there on the track, not going to have time to put this light down, so it looks like our grid pretty much going to be set. Unless Jason Brom jumps up and grabs it. He does get a third, Indy 83, so that was a lot closer than I expected. So it looks like the grid is set. We're going to look at it here in just a moment. We'll let the cars get set on the track to roll out here for the green flag start of this one. So we are predicting a one-stop race. Both of us can agree on that?
Oh, 100%.
Okay. Now, let me ask you this. Caution comes out, you're 100% sure going to pit, I'm guessing.
If it comes out, I don't know, 20 or 30 laps within the race, for sure you're going to pit. Because then you wouldn't have to pit again until maybe like lap 80, lap 90, and then you're good for the rest of the night.
Yeah, what makes me a little curious is what's going to happen if a caution comes out at lap 15. Like, I'm kind of on your fence, too. I think you stay out.
Yeah.
As a crew chief, and that's something I do a lot of, is spot and stuff like that, Todd. You're the driver. Of course, as a driver, you're going to want to stay out.
Yeah, because sometimes on these night races, it's almost better to have old, worn-out, worn tires.
Very accurate on that.
Than having fresh, cold tires.
For sure. So, we'll see. And that's the thing. This track with the weather, let me check the weather because I did not show it. I mean, it's only 79-degree track. They are not going to burn tires up as quick as what I think.
No.
So, that's something we're just going to have to watch out for to see. I mean, we did see some guys in the practice session go up to the high line and run, and that's just going to save tires if they choose to do so. I mean, man, I really don't think. I said 20 laps before they start lifting. We may be able to go a little bit further than that, to be honest.
I mean, with a 79 track temp, is that what you said it was?
Yeah, 79 track temp, and it may heat up just a little bit.
It's going to heat up maybe 1 or 2 degrees with just the trucks on the track and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't see tires going away as quickly as we initially thought it was going to be.
Todd Kirkwood checking in on Facebook. Awesome there. Or not Facebook, YouTube. We are ready to go. As the trucks, there you see the trucks all up alongside the grid as this hybrid pace car. Don't know exactly what kind of pace car that is. It is a hybrid between a Mustang, Camaro, Toyota, let's see, Chevrolet, Kia.
Can we just say it?
I feel like
that's pretty much what it is.
So I'm going to get in so much trouble for saying this, and I really hope I don't. That's the gender-neutral car.
Pretty much.
Does not know how to define itself. Anyway, ready to go here soon. I'm going to get in trouble for that. You know that, right?
Oh, yeah.
It looks like a Porsche nose, though. I still don't know what kind of car, but I'll be honest, I do love the look of the pace car.
Oh, yeah. It's better than what we are used to.
I agree. Still need to let us paint it.
Come on, iRacing.
Hashtag let us paint. You know what kind of pace we could do with that? You know. You already know.
I already know, but I mean, just think the Sim 500 plastered all over that.
All over it.
Will look really good.
Level. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. Green flag set to come out. We're waiting on the pace car to drop down as we get set to go green flag from here from Chicagoland. Not sure how many times we'll be able to see this track inside the racing sim in a regular season race. So let's enjoy it here tonight. Pace car drops to the left. Green flag set to come out. As we've got 30 trucks ready to take the green flag. Green flag waving in the air. 32 trucks, that is. Green flag as we head down into turn 1.
Yep, still side by side going into turn 1. Justin Fuller going to go into the lead, run that bottom lane, and it seems like we're going to be following suit behind him.
Yeah, Tyler Dalton falls into second. Third place right now, Jason Brown, Jose Gonzalez, Tommy Ryan right now, side by side. That's where our first battle will begin. That is with Ryan Howard and Tommy Ryan, 99-33. Exit of turn 4. Ryan going to slip. Oh, man, Doy Woods killed the wall.
Yep. Be interesting to see if everybody gets around him without causing a yellow.
Yeah, a lot of damage on the 07. Everybody does go around him. There's a little bit more contact further back, but we stay green. Here's the replay of what just happened. This thing snapped, by the way. Yeah, he just got loose, overcorrected right into the wall. That's tough. He's been running really good lately.
That is a product of cold, fresh tires.
Yep, 100%. For people that do not know, cold tires equals less grip on a track that already is cold. So what happens? You got to heat your tires up in order to get grip on a cold racetrack. And that goes with any form of race. It does not matter if it's oval or road. Tends not to happen as much in oval though. A lot of guys kind of know, but you see it a lot more. So that was kind of surprising to see. So we got to keep an eye here as we go back down into turn 3 and 4 this time. Battle right now going to be with 18 and 24. That is.
Tyler Dalton just shot up to the middle of the racetrack in 3 and 4.
England into 24. You know how to pronounce that name? Is that Dalton as well? I think it is. I think it's spelled different.
Yeah, it looks like England.
Yeah, I think so. We'll just call him England.
Yeah,
just to make sure.
Dalton, England, yeah.
So we will continue on green flag here. Lap number 4, coming to lap 5, this time by Justin Fuller. A lot of pressure being put on right now. Tyler Dalton, they both slide up the track right now. Jose Gonzalez will ride on board. You can see the battle right up in front.
Dalton down to the inside, Fuller onto the outside.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we'll see. This is going to be interesting. Does that outside line have anything to contribute? Right now, it looks like it may or may not hold up. This is going to be interesting to know what is going to happen on these older tires if we see this again. Dalton still rolling the inside. You see the 19 truck still side by side with 51. But look what it's done, Todd. It's allowed the 26 to suck right up to the back of both of these guys.
Yep. And that's one thing that will actually happen here more often tonight. We're going to see a lot of, if somebody gets side by side with someone, it's going to allow that third truck behind, or that truck behind them to catch right up.
Yeah, the fourth truck, Jason Brahms, already closed the gap up quite a bit. Last time by, Jason Brahms in fourth was actually about 3/10 quicker than all three of these guys. So that's very interesting. That's something we really wasn't expected here. The longer they battle, the more it's hurting them. So you see that out of turn 4. Tyler Dalton, by the way, did lead the last lap. He does look like he may lead this lap as close. He does lead that lap as well.
And I'm telling you right now, I'm really surprised that outside line is hanging tough.
I am too. This early? I agree. I thought it would be later in the run. A lot of guys saying, let's go Todd Kirkwood. Todd Kirkwood right now back towards the back in 25th place. Right now we'll stay with lead. We'll check with Kirkwood here in just a moment. He had a good run the other night, by the way. I did not get to broadcast it because I had some personal stuff I was doing on last Friday. But in the Midnight Thunder Series, I believe it was 5th place finish for Todd Kirkwood, which is his best finish of the season so far. So shout out to him for that.
Yeah, that's a good finish.
Yeah, that's a really good finish. You see, by the way, Dalton is able to clear that time.
Yep, but here we go, Fuller to the inside again with a crossover move.
This reminds me so much of what we seen in your spotlight race earlier, Todd. A lot of crossovers. Wow, that was...
Wow, yeah.
Power.
Fuller back to the lead.
Yeah, I wonder if Dalton just lifted there, because it really seems like it.
It does, because, I mean...
That was like lights out, you know? So let's check back a little bit. We'll check back. We got some Todd Kirkwood people cheering him on. There you go. There's Mr. Kirkwood, the number 86 Toyota Tundra, right now running 24th place. He is actually down 3 spots from where he started. Not what he wants, I'm sure. Biggest mover at the moment, probably not going to be, probably not too much of a surprise. We got 2 of them, Jose Polanco in the 70, and, well, Daniel Faulkner. So, there you go.
Yeah.
Not much of a surprise right now. Fastest lap, by the way, right now is Jose Gonzalez in the 26, set up back on lap 3 with a 30.820. Of course, we got the draft, that does help. That's something we haven't really talked about, the side draft and these things, and how important it's going to be. You mentioned about being aero loose and loosening up these trucks. The draft on this track is ridiculous as well. Dirty air can be bad, but it can also help you with the draft getting up to make somebody loose.
Exactly. I mean, sometimes when you can't get around somebody, you just got to do what you can. Do what you can, you know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean because you did it earlier today. So, you know, you got to sometimes use the bumper. That's what they're there for. The bumper don't drive the truck, you know?
Exactly.
Anyway, here we go. Battle for top 3 still. Well, we'll say battle for actually with Brian Macklin. Top 8 kind of checking out just a little bit. There you go. As you look down at the blimp cam, looking down at the top 8, you can see on your screen. Pretty much. I mean, there
really isn't much to say right now.
yeah,
I
top
mean,
8 single file. I mean, everybody pretty much running the same line. We got one car running a little bit higher. And honestly, the one reason why you're seeing these trucks run a little bit higher, and Todd, you know this, is the aero, the dirty air, tightens the truck up. People that do not know, dirty air creates like warm air and all that stuff going into the engine, just tends to tighten the race truck or car up, and that's what you say in racing. You never want dirty air. Clean air is always your friend, especially here. Tommy Ryan making a look to the inside of the 83. Going to be tough, but this Todd, once again, back to the dirt side of things. This is one of them tracks where we could see some slide jobs being put on later in this run.
Yeah, and another move that some of these guys may try to do is it's called rooting. Basically what it's called is you're running just below them, and you're just going to give them a little nudge to get them out of that groove so you can get around them. That's going to be another key move that these guys are going to try to do tonight.
Now, for people that do not know, these guys can communicate with each other in this sim as well. They can talk to each other when they choose to. A lot of people do not talk. I've always been the type that do not talk. Todd, you're another one. But things can get heated at times. We are not allowed to play that because we will literally probably get banned and the sponsors will get mad.
Yeah.
Understandably so. So, unfortunately, we can't hear them. Todd can hear them, though. And so we can kind of get a simulated version. Have you heard anything, Todd?
No, I don't believe I have mine on.
Okay, so you actually got it cut off as well. So,
yeah.
Smart man. So here we go. Still watching the battle right now with Tommy Ryan, Brian Macklin, and the 24 of Dalton, England. Dalton, by the way, out there.
Yeah, I'm surprised on how well he's got this kind of speed in the beginning of the race.
I was going to say that until I see these ratings. I'm just going to shut up. Literally on a 5,000 rating. So
well,
he knows how to race.
Yep.
Hey, that's good though. That's good for Falkenham and Fuller and all them guys. Throw some more competition.
Yep.
You see, England looking to the inside now. Jason Braun. This is a pass for fourth, or trying to be a pass for fourth. Brian Macklin still looks on as we ride on board with Mr. Macklin right now. Got to return one.
Yeah, it just doesn't look like England's able to get that drive off the corner.
If you remember, we really seen this highline play a little bit of a factor in practice.
Yep. Oh,
wow,
that was a little close.
Yeah, I can really send it in. I just don't know if you're going to be able to make passes right on the bottom. This is Chicagoland. It's always been this way. Daytime, nighttime. Nighttime there's going to be more grip, so it's going to take a little bit longer. But I've always liked running the middle of the highline here personally too.
Yeah, I mean, the truck seems to really pull the drive off the corner better than on the bottom when you run up top.
I agree. So who knows? We'll have to wait and see how it goes. But watching right now, out the back end of the field, well, middle of the field, Joey Gattina, Daniel Falkenham.
Do you think they're just kind of riding for right now?
I think a lot of these guys are saving tires. I don't think that's something we've kind of spoke about. I think a lot of it's saving tires, and you know that. And not only that, I mean, if we are looking possibly at a one-stop race, yeah, I mean, you could be lifting a little bit early already to save some.
Yeah.
So, do I think that they are? Possibly. I mean, that's just one of the things that we're going to have to continue to watch and see. But yeah, we'll see. Apparently, I was a little low on the broadcast, so I had to turn it up to sound more like an idiot. But,
Oh, okay.
Just like FYI talk.
Okay.
Jason Brom right now to the inside. I feel like I sound like an idiot, but you get it.
Oh, yeah.
Jose Polanco a little bit further back. This is a good pass right here, by the way. Polanco and Daniel Falkenham. Falkenham now going to be up 13 spots. Polanco still up 7 himself, but the 39, whoa, gets really loose. May have even took a bump in the back. That was a great save by the regular season champion. Definitely took a shot in the back. There you go. You see the smoke coming off the tires. Good job. Good save. But probably not the funnest moment of the night so far.
That's going to make things interesting now from that
The
kind
tire
of
standpoint, yeah.
Yeah, now I can actually see him have a little chip on his shoulder and actually drive up through this field.
Yep. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I was surprised he did not qualify. Some guys just don't like to qualify. It makes the race more fun. 120 laps is not too long of a race. It can take some time. But, you know, right now we're 22 laps in. And Falkenham already up 13 positions from where we started. Bentley Glasser right now, by the way, Jason Brom's actually falling back. Glasser just got around him, so Brom actually down 8 spots right now in the 83 truck. That's interesting. Do want to mention Doy Woods has actually pulled off the racetrack. He's been on pit road now for about 10, almost 11 minutes. So, with that, we continue on here on lap 23. Everybody else right now still continuing on. Joseph Burgess right now towards the back of the field, which is kind of a surprise to see him back there. But up front still, Justin Fuller has extended just a little bit here. Once again, the hottest driver so far all of last month, picking up multiple wins. And here he is once again out front. But we know Falkenham is on his way, and there's other guys also working their way up. Falkenham's just getting around Jason Brom as well, moving himself into 11th.
Yeah, Fuller just basically, he's been bouncing between a 6 6/10 to about 8/10 of a second lead over Dalton right now.
Yes, that's something we're just going to keep an eye on as this race goes on. Like, the top 3 has not really gained anything on each other. So, and by the way, no. I said the chase started next week. I lied. The chase does not actually start until August the 18th. So, there you go.
So they got, what, a couple weeks?
Is that a couple weeks off, or is that 1 week off?
I believe it's a...
It's 1 week off.
I think it's just one.
It's 1 week
yeah.
off. We know math, I promise.
Yeah,
somewhat.
Well, that Tennessee math is a little different than the Michigan math.
Okay, but... Mr. Chase Jr. You want to get started? Huh? You want to do this right now?
I was told that I was supposed to be picking on you, so...
You were supposed to not. I don't like you sometimes. Anyway, Tommy Ryan Howard. Can't wait till you get your potato.
Oh, here we go. Just so everybody knows, the backstretch is sponsored by Brandit, according to Chapman.
Am I lying?
It's Brant.
I'm going to say Brandit. That's what I've always called it since I was little. Okay? Why is that funny? It's better saying Earl. By the way, real quick, on a serious note, we are thinking about Joe Burchett. I know, Todd, you are too. I don't know how much we really want to go into it, since it ain't our place to say it.
Yeah.
But he is going through a rough stretch right now. Joe Burchett, one of our good friends here. Also, really, he swears up down he has a stake inside Trackside Esports and thinks he's part owner, even though he literally does zero half the time. But he does give us good advice. I will say that. He does give good advice for it.
Yes.
But we are thinking about him. He's going through a really, really rough time. We just found out today. So hopefully he'll be back soon.
Prayers are going out to him and his family.
Yeah,
and
that's got to be rough. So we do want to shout that out. I was actually going to make a graphic for it, kind of, but it'd be weird to put it on here because, you know, we don't race in here. I mean, but we are thankful, Joe. So anyway, back on a positive note, up front, Tommy Ryan getting passed by Mr. England. Now up to 5th, by the way. Dalton England up 7 spots as we go down the back stretch here, sponsored by Brandit. As we go into turn 3 now, Ryan in a little bit more trouble as Macklin takes a peek to the inside. Still early in this race somewhat, 30 laps, but we are in that stretch. Anybody could pit at any given time. That's just, you know.
That is true.
What it is. I think Bentley Glasser may have just disconnected. Or he is
that would not be good.
Yeah, I think he's losing connection. Do I get another? Okay, he's back, but he is at 31st, 1 lap down.
So yeah, he's definitely having some connection issues.
He was not a lap down. He just feels like a whole lap. That's tough. And there's also some smoke, by the way. Don't know where that smoke came from. Maybe that smoke may actually be him from blinking in and out.
That is true.
Yeah, I'm not sure. So, right here, there's a moment. Has Todd, something going on right here on the front stretch. EJ, 41, not happy with a couple cars. Oh, here you go. Yeah, this ain't gonna make somebody happy.
Boy.
41 gets loose, and then up the hill down the hill goes to 41 into the 97. Not sure what that's about.
Yeah.
Jeff Hollingsworth probably not going to be too happy with that. And then we continue on. Wow. Well, we may be under yellow sooner than later. Both them guys, by the way, are in the top 10, so not quite sure about
Speaking of being in the top 10, look who's sitting there 8th.
Yes, sir, and working on 7th.
Uh-huh.
He rolls the bottom so good.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to give him another 10 laps, and he'll be inside the top 5.
I really just threw my phone across the room. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I agree. He right now sitting 8th. He is, 4 seconds behind the leader.
Yep.
But he's running faster than our leader. That time he didn't. I don't know. I'll be honest. I don't know. We'll see. He looks like he's got a little bit of damage, Todd.
Yeah, kind of.
It looks like there's some. Yeah, he's got some on his right side of the spoiler.
So maybe he got up into the wall.
Well, I'm thinking maybe somebody
at some
tapped
point.
him. Oh, well, remember, that's right. Remember somebody tapped him earlier into turn 1 and 2. Yeah.
Yep, that's right.
That's right. So that's where it came from. But it ain't bad. It ain't going to hurt anybody.
No. If anything, it may help him.
So he's up 15 spots, and this is another guy I did not mention. Winner last week, Josh Parker, is actually in here as well in the 23. I did not see him in here. But he is in here in the 23. Up 15 spots. He's one of our biggest movers here, too. Lap 34 right now. Crossing the start-finish line is Justin Fuller. He's extended, by the way. Clean air, very important, it looks like, here on late runs.
Yep.
I mean, he is just going. And he's still putting down 32 fours.
Yeah.
Pretty solid, I mean.
Yeah, that's a lot faster than everybody else I see. Other than England.
Yeah, and that's about the only one. Doug Roth.
Parker.
Doug Roth ran a
Parker ran a 4. Wow.
That's back in 16th. That's actually. Man, you run them kind of lap times, you're going to be up front sooner than later.
The problem is you got to get around people, which equals dirty air, which is slowing you down.
So we're watching Doug right now, working on the back of the 14. By the way, Jason Brom has dropped a lot of positions, and he is back in 14th place and actually really under attack. So that goes to show me he started 3rd. So that goes to show he's kind of used up a lot of his stuff early, which is kind of surprising because I thought, we would go around this time before we started seeing really a lot of tire fall off, but right now we still are seeing it. Here's your look, by the way, at the track temp now up to 81 degrees, so it has climbed 2 degrees, but that's not going to affect nothing. By the way, Brian Mack and Daniel Falkenham side by side up out of turn number 4, coming to the stripe. Falkenham trying to take 7th. Macklin fighting to hold on to said position.
It looks like Falkingham's going to be able to possibly have the chance to at least attempt to clear him coming into 3 and 4 because he's got a good run.
Side. Yeah, still side by side with him.
You see the 30 side drafting a little on the 39 there. And there we go. Falkingham clears that spot.
Yeah, good pass there by Daniel. That's what makes him so good. That was for 6, by the way. And we got pit stops tied. Now, this is interesting to me. The 3rd place truck coming down, Todd, it's either going to hurt you or not. Some trucks may try the one-stop lanes or one-stop strategy like we think that they will. I personally don't. I think that's too early.
I think it's a little too early as well. Because this means now, you're going to have to
definitely stop again.
yeah, you're definitely going to have to stop again. But now your second run, you're going to have to try and extend it longer than what you just ran in order to make it to the
Yeah,
end.
I mean, I'm not a big fan of that call personally. Now, if it's a for sure 2-stop race, I'm fine with it. 40 and 40. Let's split it up into 40s. But if this is a 1-stop race, like we really anticipate it could be, because I mean, we're in lap 41 right now, number 41. I have to double check. Yeah, they do run 100% fuel load. We got more stops happening. Dalton England on pit road. Brian Macklin and multiple trucks on pit road this time. But still, it's one of them things I just do not know.
Yeah, and that's another key element of these guys pitting a little early too, is they're trying to pull these bigger guns, let's say like Fuller, Falkingham, Dalton. They're going to try and pull them guys in early to kind of mess with their strategy a little, to kind of make it an even playing field. But, I mean, as we could tell, Fuller and, all these guys that are staying out right now, they're not taking the bait.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like these guys, and there may be some other guys at the back that will not pit as well, and it's going to gain a lot of spots from this. I mean, granted, the guys that's going to pit is going to run these guys down super quick. I get that. I understand it. They're going to take the lead probably once these guys do pit. But the longer and big picture of things, I don't know if we're going to have a caution. I mean, Jose Polanco just wrecked getting on pit road, by the way. And we got a truck pulling into pit road. No caution yet. Then he about ran into someone else. And he hit the wall pretty hard. Here's a replay. There is no caution to this. He gets on the apron, and it happens. Locks him up around. Pretty hard contact with the wall.
Yeah.
Hopefully it does not affect him too much, but that kind of hit probably will, unfortunately. So Justin Fuller still out front. Once again, Tyler Dalton, Ryan Howard, and more. We just had something else happen. Doug Rothrick's getting on pit road. What the heck? So here's the 43 coming to pit road, and this is going to be a penalty. I'm 99% sure, because I think he missed the penalty line. There he goes, locking him up. He goes, and
Justin Fuller on pit road, and he locks him up.
Oh, Justin Fuller?
Yep.
So we're seeing stops, and maybe this is going to be a 2-stop race then.
It's possible.
And here's the replay of Justin Fuller coming to pit road, as he is our race leader, or was our race leader. And there you see it. Lock him up, sliding in. It's going to be tough. He may have got a penalty. I didn't think it was this tough of a pit road, but it is a tough pit road apparently.
Yeah, I could see.
Ryan Howard on pit road.
I could see why with some, you're going from a racetrack that you've ran on where your tires are warm, the track's warm, to, like you just said, a cold apron where them tires are not going to have enough grip.
We got so many people on pit road now, so Todd, it does look like nobody's going to try to stretch that we've seen. Granted, there's still a Tyler Dalton and Daniel Falkingham out there that might, but very surprised by this. But
and
maybe,
here comes Tyler Dalton.
So yeah, it looks like that they did not have enough to make it on all the way, because Falkingham's in as well. Falkingham smokes them coming in as well. Chad Coleman coming in next. He smokes them coming in. EJ's staying out right now, an extra lap to lead a lap, and that will be a bonus point. He did not lead that lap, actually, but we'll see if he gets there or not next time by.
Right.
So look at, somebody had to get caught speeding in this. Like somebody has got caught speeding. Looks like Jeff Ryan maybe got caught speeding. But anybody else? Nobody else that I see got caught speeding.
And here comes EJ.
Stops. A lot of 15-second stops. So this is what this is going to do?
Yeah.
Going to cycle back over to who? Jose Gonzalez. Why? Because he was the first one on pit stops. He's got 8-lap older tires coming to 9-lap older tires. He's going to have a pretty good lead, I believe.
Yeah, he's right around 20 seconds or so now.
Yeah. So, and that will change very quickly here. It looks like Yeah, he's going to
And
have
there
about
we
a
go.
second lead over
Yep.
Dalton England. Now, England should be able to catch him fairly quick. There's only 2-lap difference. I think EJ just wrecked, by the way.
Coming off the pit road.
I don't know. He's got a lot of damage on his left front. That may have been from earlier. Maybe that's what I thought happened. But anyway, and you can see the gap right there closing in fairly quick between Dalton and Jose Gonzalez. Remember, Dalton pitted 2 laps after this. So, of course, a little bit fresher tires going to make you a little bit faster. And there you go. And now you see the battle for the lead. Justin Fuller, by the way, shakes up. He's going to be back in 4th. But they're back for the lead.
Yep. There we go. England does clear Gonzalez for the lead.
This may be his first lap win. I don't know if he's new to this league or not. I think he's new to this series. Maybe he runs in a Monday night series. I'm not sure, but that is his first lap win that I've seen this season. Now Justin Fuller's back in about 7, 8 lap or fresher tires. Trust me, he will catch these guys. It's just a matter of time.
Yep.
Ryan Howard's got some really fresh tires. Tommy Ryan, of course, does too. We know Faulkner does. But there you go. All right, Todd, you know what time it is?
Time to turn it up.
Time to turn it up, guys. You guys crank up your speakers and enjoy. We'll be back in just a moment. At the strop, you're seeing the change of the lead. Justin Fuller looking underneath Dalton England. And with that said, a new leader, once again, is the 51. Yep. So we are closing in on the halfway point here very soon. And that's going to allow us to go through a rundown here in just a minute. And I will do that personally here because Todd probably does not know where everybody started exactly. So,
Nope.
For the most part, you do not. So let's do that right now, because I really don't have that to talk about at the moment. Up front, Justin Fuller started P1. He will lead his 41st lap of the night. He has been back to 15th, of course, because of pit stops, but he still runs P1, just taking the lead from Mr. Dalton England. In the A shot, number 24, Chase Elliott machine, by the way, Todd's favorite paint scheme. He started back in 12th. Not bad. He has
Not having a bad run.
Not having a bad run at all in the A shot. Doing Chase Elliott proud. Second place Chase. Brian Macklin into 30. No laps led, but doing Brian Macklin things. Always Mr. Consistent. And there he is. Started 8th place. He's currently running P3. Jose Gonzalez, the Gagne, number 26. Speedy Gonzalez truck. That is a bright yellow on that truck. He
Yeah.
started in 4th, and that's currently where he's running. He's actually been back, by the way, to 30th on pit stops, and he has led one lap as well. Ryan Howard in the 33, Dr. Pepper Chevrolet, of course. Started 6th. He's up 1 spot right now into 5th. Mr. Tommy Ryan, he is, or down 1 spot, should I say. He actually started 5th. The Northern Tire and Equipment, or Towing Equipment. I thought he would be up a little bit higher. Thought he'd be inside the top 3, but right now he's struggling just a little bit. And, well, wouldn't you know it, right behind him, trying to take over 6th, is Mr. Daniel Falkenham. He started back in 25th spot, about to go up to 19 spots gain because he's about to take 6th place away. So, Falkenham on the move once again. Tyler Dalton, Todd's pick, done a very nice job so far. He struggled a little bit with pit stops, but he is down to 8th at the moment. Started 2nd. Still top 10 run right now for the 19. Do not cut him out by any means. Things can always change. Jeff Hollingsworth, he's done a nice job. He's got a little bit of damage on his right front, but still P9 after starting in 14th. So he's actually got 5 spots right now. Josh Parker, the 23, and winner last week. He actually started back in 26th. He's up 16 spots from where he started at a Bud Light number 23 Toyota. Chad Coleman, the 38, Adrenaline Shot as well. Not a teammate to Dalton England that I'm aware of. But what did I just see? Anyway, he actually started in 13th. Richard Swabberly started 11th and in 12th. I like the paint on that. That's actually really nice.
Sharp.
That's different, yeah. I like that. Jason Brom, this is the, I hate to say it like this, but the biggest dropper that we've seen. Kind of surprised by this, actually. Anyway, he's in, 13th now? Started in 3rd. There we go. Scott Simley runs 14th right now, in the number 12. He is started 27th, actually, so he's up 13th position. No teammate for the number 12 truck tonight that I've seen. Doug Ruth, side-by-side right now with the 48 of Jordan Sailors, and Jordan we think is kind of new as well, but Doug started 16th, trying to hold on to 15th right now, and there you see that. There's Jordan Sailors right there as well, as we stay green. Sorry, I was reading something. Justin Sailors right now started in 19th position. There's Doug Ruth again. There's EJ, by the way. He's got a little bit of damage. He was actually up inside the top 10 when he started 9th. He's down. You can see why with that damage definitely playing a factor. Joey Katina, by the way, Todd, we thought he would have a little bit better of a run that he's got going on right now. He started in 15th and 18th at the moment.
Kind of obviously had some issues at the beginning of the race.
If he took that Alabama sticker off, he may pick up a couple spots.
Yeah. I think the boys forgot to fill the nitrous bottles up again.
He was fast in practice, that's for sure. Brian Boris Cook, another truck we've seen earlier in practice that was pretty good. He's actually not having the greatest night. He started 17th down to 19th. And we'll go to our we'll go to top 25. Charles Woods in 20th, started 28th. Right now, the Postal Service. Todd wants to know where his potatoes is, Mr. Charles Woods. Todd Kirkwood right there alongside. Todd, of course, started 21st. He's battling right now for that 20th spot in the Kirkwood Enterprises, number 86, or Kirkwood Transportation as well on that truck. Brian Wortman right there in the 74 Bucky's, by the way, who has the biggest store ever coming to Tennessee. Sorry, Texas, she ain't no good. Jose Polanco in the 70 truck. We see him wreck on pit road. You can see the damage to that nose. He started 20th, and unfortunately not the way he wants it to go. 24th is Ron Hollyfield right now in the 90 truck. A little bit of damage as well to his truck. And then 25th, and our final driver that we will show here in this rundown is J. Randall Watkins. Started 24th and currently running 25th in the Miami-Dade Fire and Rescue. So there you go. Hey, good little rundown.
Yeah, I'm sitting here looking at the leaderboard. Take a guess at how many trucks are on the lead lap right now.
We'll say 31.
No, top 20.
Oh my goodness, you are not wrong, by the way. You are right, 23 cars. Wow. And I don't think Jose's going to be on the lead lap much longer.
No, because Justin Fuller, this guy is on rails right now.
He has been for the last month and a half. It is not a lie.
I mean, right now he is enjoying almost a 3-second lead on Dalton, England.
That's incredible. And I mean, it's so weird too because if you go look at the standings, don't make a lot of sense where he's at in the points. He is literally 8th in the point standings.
That does not make any sense.
4 wins. It's just bad luck. It's really costly. 4 wins, 7 top 5s with 4 of them being wins. That's crazy to think about. Now, when he has had issues, okay, where he's actually not finished inside the top 10, so that is the reason why. But over the last month, I mean, literally, so he won Lucas Oil in round 1, or well, it was round 4. Round 3 he won, and then he won round 5 at Las Vegas, which is a very similar track to this in a way.
Yep.
Then he did not win. That was back in April. He did not win again until July the 14th. So from there, he went back-to-back, July 14th, July 21st, and then he did not win an Auto Club last week. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, that was I don't want to say a fuel strategy race, but I believe it was. I know he finished 3rd in that race. And was not very happy with finishing 3rd, which is unbelievable. I'm usually happy to finish top 5, but you know. So, I mean, you're right, Todd. He has been on rails this season. So.
And look at this. Here comes Falkingham working through some traffic with Ryan Howard.
Yeah, we want to talk about somebody else that's been on rails. There you go.
Literally.
I'm surprised it's been a while since he's won, though. He's had a lot of bad luck. He hasn't won since June 23rd, which is a lot for him. Almost 5 races now, so. So, let me go ahead and get this out of the way. Daytona will be our first playoff race. There's a lot of guys that make the playoffs. I will go ahead and say 20 drivers make the playoffs, which is a little much. For me personally, it's good for the guys that do make it because you never know. But it will consist of Daytona, Richmond, Dover, Las Vegas. But I will say after that first round, we go down to 14 drivers. So there's a pretty big swing there after the first round of the playoffs start on August the 18th. So there you go. It goes Daytona, Richmond, Dover, Las Vegas. And then our next round will be Iowa, Homestead, Texas, Talladega. And then, oddly enough, our championship 8, by the way, will be Michigan, Phoenix, and Atlanta. And I'm going to ask this anyway because I have to. Todd, which chase are you looking for? Which chase race are you looking forward to the most?
Oh, you know I got to say Michigan.
You know what's odd, Todd?
What's that?
These guys did not run Bristol at all.
Really?
Yeah, I actually thought they did, but they did not. Interesting.
So, I kind of want to go back to Daniel Falkingham here for a second.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if you were watching while you were doing the playoff rundown as far as tracks go.
Yeah.
Did you happen to see that 3-way battle for second? Falkingham literally took him 3 wide and came out in 2nd place now.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting here because we're not far from seeing green flag pit stops again.
Nope.
I mean, we're literally almost 40 laps from the finish of this race. These guys have big green for 27. The last lap by Falkingham was faster than Fuller. Will he be able to catch him in time before pit stops? Probably not. I would say not because it's literally a 3.4 second lead.
Yeah.
But if he can close the gap and pits the same time as Fuller, that's the thing with not qualifying, honestly, because you know that this league has a good opportunity to go green flag.
Yeah, and it does look like he is gaining on him, but not as much as what we would think he would be.
Yeah,
I mean, it is down.
They're going to hit pit road before he catches him. We know that.
Yeah.
So who knows? We're watching right now Daniel Falkingham, Justin Fuller.
I'm looking further back towards the 6th, 7th, 8th place right now. Tyler Dalton battling with Brian Macklin for that 6th spot. Looks like he's going to have a good run coming out of 2 here.
Yeah, I'm sitting here watching Daniel Falkingham. I mean, the gap is closing. We got pit stops again. Jose Gonzalez on pit road. See, that, I don't like that. Man, he was doing so good, and I hate to say it like that because that does sound like, I'm calling him out.
I think he's going to end up being short because he's short pitted.
Yeah, I mean, man.
Because, I mean, he pitted on what, lap 40?
Lap 40, now he's on 77.
Yeah, so, I mean, he only ran 37 laps that run. That tells me right there he's going to cut himself short again.
Yeah, that's what scares me because not only that, I feel like it's just a bad strategy, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
And Tyler Dalton was able to make that pass on Brian Macklin for 6th.
There you go.
2.2 seconds now, Falkingham to Fuller. Do you think this is just Fuller saving fuel?
I didn't think of that. Let me go on board and listen. I'm sitting there trying to figure that out in my head. He's letting off a lot more than what he was.
Mm-hmm.
We know he can't make it. We know that 100%.
Exactly, but I mean, if you can extend it another lap, maybe 2 laps,
you're good.
Yeah.
But we know he could run 37 laps. So that's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, and he's on 35 now. I mean, he should be able to run this out and have enough. I don't see why he wouldn't. Unless he was like a lap short, which is a possibility. I mean, Falkingham close. He's 1.9 seconds behind.
Yeah.
Like we said, we knew Falkingham would get close. That's the thing. We know he's going to get close. But how close will he be? And that's the thing. If you're Fuller, man, I don't want Falkingham that close.
No. I mean,
this is going to be tough.
I mean, if I'm Fuller right now, I know how much fuel I can run. I would literally run it as close to out of fuel as possible without letting Falkingham catch me.
Yeah, I think so too. And I mean, the good thing is, Fuller's working through lap traffic right now. Parker just pitted, by the way. Fuller's starting to work through some lap traffic. That could help or hurt. Because we talked about it earlier. We know what happens when you're in traffic. Now, this is the first time we've seen Fuller in traffic. Like, actually in traffic.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, that could be a factor into it as well.
Yeah. He's good to go from here, though. Like, he could pit right now and be good to the end.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
I don't see why not. So, if I'm him, honestly, but the thing is, if Falkingham getting closer, I don't know if you can pit earlier. Because then Falkingham will pit later and have fresher tires. Now, he don't want to pit too late, of course, but I don't know. I don't know how you play this. I think you kind of hit it on the head. I think you just run it. They just have to race him heads up, which is going to be very interesting because Falkingham right now is 2/10 faster each lap.
And I don't think Fuller has the pace to kind of hang with Falkingham at the moment.
I agree. I don't know either because honestly, that's only 1 lap difference in tires between these two. This is going to be a good finish, I think.
And I think Macklin's going to be coming down pit road here.
See, there's somebody coming down. That was Dalton England coming down. Now, he ran it to 42. So, that's 3 more laps right now for Fuller if he runs at 42. I don't think I'd run at 42. I think I'd run it this time by, maybe, and then pit the next lap.
That's what I would do.
Yeah, you're going to have to try to break this up a little bit. And, I mean, you're in heavy traffic right now, and you're about to be into the wall. But that's the thing. Right now, where he's racing this traffic, I think fresher tires would be a lot better to get through this traffic. I mean, you see right there, it ain't
yeah.
even him. It's Ryan Howard as well closing in. I mean, Ryan
It's
Howard's
down
taking a lot. Yeah.
Now it's down to a half a second.
I mean, Howard's closed in. Even Ryan's actually closed in some compared to, you know, pretty wide right there behind these guys. Huh? The 26 was. Falkenham may wind up taking the lead before we do the pit stops.
I can actually see it happening.
Yeah, it could happen. I mean, that's the thing. So we know the most laps led, by the way, is going to be Justin Fuller. We're 100% certain on that. He's got 71 laps led. That's a bonus point, which does not matter. We know he makes playoffs anyway. But
Yep.
see the 26 going by. See, this right here was a bad corner for that to happen.
Yep. Now, if I'm Fuller, next time around, I come down.
Yeah, I agree. I think you've got to.
I mean, here comes Falkingham.
Yeah, Ryan Howard's down, by the way. Tommy Ryan also down. And that's what I'm wondering. I wonder if Fuller was just trying to save a little bit so he couldn't make it.
Here we go. Oh!
Oh. Whoa.
Falkingham doing everything he can.
Yeah. Fuller
And so is Fuller.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, this is not going to be good.
Yeah, Daniel may get a run right here. Oh, there's the bump. Now he's going to cut off the apron. Going to be side by side. No, they're not going to be side by side. I think Falkham's going to clear him. Wow.
There he goes. New leader.
Now,
Daniel Falkingham.
You cannot wait now if you're the 51 now. Hold on a minute now.
Hold on.
He looks to the inside. He's there. I don't know if he'll be able to make it work. But either way, because he's going to slide up. That's the thing. Oh, boy.
Yep. Oh.
That was very sketchy with the lap car on the outside.
Yep.
A very tough pass to try to make. That's Brian Boris Cook. He's not exactly slow either. I mean, it doesn't show you how quick these guys actually are. I'm impressed, Todd. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very impressed by Falkingham on that.
Yeah, I mean
no, not this taking anything away from Fuller by any means. But man,
I mean, he's seen his opportunity. He pounced on it.
Yeah.
Did get one heck of a block, and then just kind of settled back in, and then had the chance again, and he took it and was finally able to get around Fuller.
I mentioned that Fuller has done it for 45 laps now. So that's the longest we've seen anybody on a set of tires or gas. Kind of surprising to see that. So we was wondering about Jose Gonzalez. Can he make it? I think he actually might be able to. Instead of pitting him because he's only on lap. I think Fuller.
Justin Fuller, locks him up coming on pit road.
Yeah, it's Todd Kirkwood right there in front of him. Fuller going to go to the outside. Now Kirkwood will pit before him. So
I don't think Fuller slowed down enough.
It's going to be close. That's something we're going to have to watch. If he gets caught speeding, you talk about.
That pretty much ends your night.
That's going to be a letdown. That would suck for him. That would be horrible. And I hate to use that word. It's true. So watch the 51. It's definitely a 4-tire stop. We know that. Like 100%.
Mm-hmm.
And will he go? Yes, he will. So there you go. I'm just saying if that was me, I already got caught speeding.
Same here. I've got that same bad luck.
Yeah, I would have 100% got caught speeding. We haven't seen really nobody get caught speeding tonight.
No, which is a shock.
Yeah. I don't know.
And here comes our leader down pit road.
Oh, will he lock him up? Yes, he will.
Yes, sir.
See, that looked fast to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess he got slow enough. I'm guessing. What's the speed limit here on pit road? 55 or is it 50?
I believe it is 50.
Now, I seen him at 52 when he hit pit road. I'm just saying.
Let's see here. I am looking.
He's down and away.
Okay, so pit road speed is 50.
He hit 52. I'm just saying, how is it I would get caught for that?
Yep.
Oh, no. Good job, Daniel. Good job, Justin. Y'all apparently know pit road gods. By the way, here we go. Justin Fuller, full speed, going to try to pass Falkenham. There's the pass. That will be for the lead eventually.
Eventually, yep.
Now, by how much? And they still have to close in, a good. Actually, they got to close in 10 seconds on Jose Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Which shouldn't take long, but if we get a caution, it changes everything.
Oh, definitely, because then you're going to have guys pitting again, and then,
if you're the leader, you're going to be very happy.
Yeah. I don't know how many sets of tires these guys get tonight. I know running with them earlier in the season, it was always either 3 or 4 sets of tires. But, even if I'm freaking Jose Gonzalez, if we have a yellow here in the next 2 to 5 laps, I would definitely take my last set of tires.
Yeah, I agree. By the way, remember we were talking about how many people are a lap down?
Yep.
Yeah, we got 14 cars on the lap.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, for Chicagoland. We told everybody that this race probably would go green. These guys are honestly that good. I think all of our leagues that we broadcast honestly don't have many cautions.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think. I don't think we do. The Friday Night Thunder, we don't.
I think the only one that may have maybe a couple each night is our Tuesday night.
Well, yeah, the Tuesday. You're right. Yeah. Yeah, because ASL usually only has like one. That's a fun All-Star race that they had. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. We'll see. As we continue on here, caution free.
Looking at your leaderboard, Jose Gonzalez is up a little under a second over Josh Parker, Tommy Ryan, Ryan Howard, Tyler Dalton, your top 5.
Yes, sir. Tyler Dalton back in his 5th. Under attack right now. Not really under attack. It's Bentley Glasser. Tough for Bentley, by the way, because he's 2 laps down. A lot of that, he's a top 5 truck. That's the thing. Or top 10 for sure. The thing with that is what's bad about it, he had the connection issue.
Yeah.
So, and by the way, guys, we will be live Sunday, which is my birthday, by the way. Happy birthday! Todd can't wait to get his potatoes.
He can't wait to get his birthday present that I got coming to him.
Oh gosh. Anyway, before Todd really interrupted me. Up front, it is going to be a battle for the lead here in a moment. By the way, Scott Simley will get back on the lead lap. I did want to point that out. He just passed the 2nd place car. He's literally on rails right now. Going to the outside. Here goes Scott. So this will put 15 cars back on the lead lap. Big pass right here for 3rd. Tommy Ryan and Ryan Howard. Ryan Howard going to try to take that spot. Both of them on evenly matched tires, and there you go. Ryan Howard takes 3rd. Good to see Ryan back in here, though.
Yeah. And we got a battle for the lead here, too.
Something happened to Falkingham?
Please do not tell me.
Well, the reason why I'm asking, I thought he came out behind Fuller. He's in 8th right now. Fuller's in 5th. Fuller's got a pretty solid lead here. Now, I don't know if something happened maybe, or that's just where, maybe Fuller's already passed both of them guys up in front of him, which is a good possibility.
Yeah, I think that's
what I think that's what
it is.
Here goes Falkingham, by the way, underneath Macklin.
Yep.
Hey, Ramon checking in over on YouTube. Sweet. How's it going, Ramon?
Yeah.
I haven't heard that name, Naudix, in, gosh, a mighty years. Oh, Ramon. He broadcasted me one time. Man,
boy.
He knows how to broadcast. I'm not going to lie. He knows how to broadcast. I love him, man. He's an awesome guy. From Barbados. Look at this mess, Todd.
Yeah, this is a huge mess.
Justin Fuller's about to be in a hornet's nest, but Ryan Howard's going to take the lead. I didn't mention that. And in the middle of this, remember how we was talking about a caution?
Yeah, it looked like it may happen here.
Yeah, there's a good possibility it could very well happen here.
And I don't want to really say it, but Jose Gonzalez may be that one.
Yeah, he's struggling a little
flag.
bit with them older tires, and I hate saying it too. Because I was really hoping that would work out for him. But there you see the bunt or a 3 wide right here for second. And that's the thing. If you're the 51, you cannot play around. You got to go.
No, because look who's right behind him.
There you see the pass for second. Now Falkenham gets to do. Oh, boy, that was close.
Oh.
Falkenham, that was somebody, Doug Ruth and the 23 of Parker touched. And 3 wide right here for the 39. He's going to clear both of them, but still has a few more cars to work around before he catches Justin Fuller. Up out of turn.
Looking under Jose Gonzalez.
Down to Brandon backstretch. No, he say nothing.
He already knows where my mind is going.
Yep. Oh, man. All in all, I thought it has been a fun race to watch, though.
It has. You know, haven't had any yellows. I know the yellows do bring some excitement to the races, but I mean, it's always...
Yeah, iRacing, when you see it go caution free, that's just skill. I mean, that's something to appreciate.
It is.
I mean, I'm not throwing other leagues under the bus because we don't have any leagues that really have that problem, but we have in the past. I mean, I've had my own league had trouble before, so.
You think your league was bad? Look at mine.
At least you didn't have 200 laps in caution at Martinsville. The race was only 200 laps.
I do remember you guys saying that.
You will never be able to beat that one. You know, my first broadcasted race ever, I'm not going to mention the league, but the first broadcasted race ever, 900 something ago, we had 19 cautions at New Hampshire. And
wow.
The race was only 150 laps. It was pretty rough, I'm not going to lie. New Hampshire's a rough track to have cautions out. Good racing here, by the way, for what will be the lead, we think.
We think, yeah. And I mean, this is good, hard racing between Fuller and Falkingham.
Now remember, there was a little bit of contact over between these two, and there might be some more here in a minute.
Yeah.
Side by side, out of turn 4. Ryan Howard just wants them to stay like that.
I don't think it's going to happen, though, because, believe it or not, both of them are catching him.
That's what I'm sitting there watching, too. You see the 51 losing a little bit of ground. Watch him pull back a little bit here on the outside. There it is. I think Falkingham's got a little bit more in the tank.
Yep.
He may clear him right here. And there he goes.
And he does.
Wow. Now, this ain't nothing but reeling it in, because that's exactly what it is. He's done cast the lure out, and the 33's done bit down on it.
Uh-huh.
So, it was a matter of time before we see Mr. Daniel Falkenham 7 times so far this season. I mean, the 51 even changed up his line that time. He went to the 3rd lane.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to try something, you know?
Well, yeah. You definitely have to, but whatever that line that Fuller ran, just it's not working for him.
Not work. So out of
battle
turn,
for the lead. Falkingham under Ryan Howard going into 1. And he will
say goodbye.
Clear him with ease.
Yeah. No one's going to be able to catch him unless we get a caution now, I don't think. And just to mention, Justin Fuller has fallen back to 4th.
Yeah.
I think that line that he ran.
He ran that line, and then I think it overheated his tires up.
You know he was driving super hard. That's the thing. I'm a big Justin Fuller fan. Like I am. But you cannot doubt the talent of Falkingham. I mean, let's just be honest. Like, the guy can drive, and he knows how to do it. Oh, boy, the 41 almost hit the 27. That was a little bit close there. So, Falkingham continues to lead. Not much really going on besides right here for the third position. Justin Fuller, Tommy Ryan. That's where we'll stay for now.
Laps are starting to click off here in this one.
Once again, no broadcast here next week. But the good news about this, if Daniel Falkingham does win, and I say does because, I mean, I know it looks like he could, but we've seen some crazy stuff happen.
Yeah.
But if he does win, we'll be able to talk to the regular season champion and the winner. Oh, 51 just killed the wall, Todd. He's through the grass. There he goes through the grass. He's pushing so hard, and I bet you I know what he's doing. On the pit road, slamming the brakes on. He is not happy. He's shutting it off. Wow. And he has left.
Yep. I fully understand
I get it. I mean, he had that to race for really anyway besides the win.
He had that race.
He let this one slip away, and that's one thing. That's unfortunate. That is a tough break. So, with that said, Falkingham looking to win number 8. You think he'll get the 10 this season, Todd?
Oh, definitely.
I think so too.
I can actually see him getting 11, 12.
I can see him getting 13 wins.
Yeah.
That's tough, but I can see him doing it. Let's see. If he wins tonight, it'd be 8, right?
Yep.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's still 11 races left. I mean.
Yeah. Daytona, we know that's going to be
he's going to have to win 5 out of 11. Yeah, you know that's tough. But the rest of them, I mean, you got a chance. Well, and Talladega's going to be tough, of course.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he's got a chance. That's the thing. Somebody to watch out for, like at Daytona, honestly, is Scott Simley and his team, Mike Kelly. That's somebody to watch out for. We're going to see. But 5 laps to go here. And FYI, 13 drivers are on the lead lap now. Tyler Dalton, Jose Gonzalez, and Josh Parker, your top 5 right now. Or 4th, 5th, and 6th. Down the Brandon backstretch they go. Go ahead, Todd. I've been waiting on you to say it. By the way, 11 lead changes. And now 12 laps left for Falkingham. I'll be honest, I didn't think we'd have this many lead changes. I know a lot of that happened under green flag pit stops, but
honestly, I was actually expecting maybe 1 yellow tonight.
I was too. I thought we'd have it early. Yeah, I agree 100%. And that's the thing. I mean, when we seen Doyle Woods get, and it stinks for him, but when we seen him get in the wall in like on the second lap or first lap, I was like, we're going to have a couple wrecks here early. But we did not. That's the thing. We did not. And it has been a clean and green race here at Chicagoland Speedway as these guys work out of turn number 2 this time. Down the Brant backstretch.
2.5 to go for Falkingham.
Daniel Falkingham looks for the 2 to go. Cross flags here at the line. The Raging Cajun Graphics truck. Looking for victory number 8. And that will come here tonight at Chicagoland. Very fun track to race on. I actually love this track, though. I'm not going to lie. This is a track I wish they would have got rid of.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot more tracks that they could have got rid of.
Pocono.
New Hampshire.
Yep.
Pocono and New Hampshire both would have been at least one race from them.
There's only one good kind of racing that I think New Hampshire's good for, and those are the tour mods.
I agree. I think it is good there. White flag is out of the air for Mr. Falkingham. Ryan Howard 2nd. Tommy Ryan 3rd. Josh Parker right now in P number 4. But it looks like this is going to be the Daniel Falkingham show here tonight. Well, I don't want to say the show, but the Daniel Falkingham again. For the 8th time this season, he's going to look out of turn 4. He's going to be the first to see the checkered flag. Daniel Falkingham wins the Chicagoland. 2nd place, Tommy Ryan. Oh, never mind. Ryan Howard. Tommy Ryan third. Josh Parker fourth. Jose Gonzalez managed the top 5 ton. Tyler Dalton.
Yeah.
Brian Macklin. Chad Coleman going to cross the line with Jeff Hollingsworth crossing the top 10 finish. Jason Brom managed to battle back a little bit here and managed a top 10. Richard Swaverly. How about Joey Gattina? He's going to see the checker flag finish top 12. That's a good run for Joey. And from there, it is the lap down cars. Brian Cook, Doug Ross, Scott Simley, and there you go. All right, I'll be going to some interviews, Todd. I'll be back.
10-4.
We'll go do the interviews real quick with our race leader here, Mr. Daniel Falkingham. As you've seen, burning the house down once again here at the great Chicagoland Speedway. A little bit of damage, but that's okay. Start at 25th spot. Let's bring him in. Mr. Daniel Falkingham, do you have a copy?
Oh, hey, what's up, guys? Good to hear that.
Nothing much, man. Probably going to be pretty happy. You've had a rough couple of races the last few, and back in victory lane, man. Win number 8, regular season champion. How's that sound?
Hey, that's a pretty convincing way to do it, huh? I mean, heck, from friggin' 25th all the way to the front without no cautions. Yep. So, yeah, that was pretty satisfying. I'm very happy with that.
Some fun racing to watch between you and Justin. He throws some big blocks on, but you managed to cut that apron pretty good and get alongside. And from there, man, it was pretty much just get to the next pit stop and try to drive away, which you did.
Yeah, I knew he was going to get pretty aggressive there when I got up to the lead, or when I got up to Fuller. I was surprised I even caught him in the first place, but we just got through the traffic really well, managed the dirty air. And when we caught him, he threw his big blocks, tried to keep the lead, but I wasn't too worried about it because I knew we were going to pass him anyway. I mean, heck, we ran him down for friggin' 4 or 5 seconds back. So, but yeah, overall, that was really fun racing with him. Ryan Howard, Tommy Ryan, Tyler Dalton, Brian Macklin, all those guys getting through the field like that. And yeah, that was a blast. And want to have some fun to end the regular season before we go chase racing in 2 weeks or whatever it is. So I want to have some fun. That's why I started in the back, so I could have some fun like this. And thankfully, we were doing it in pretty convincing fashion.
Makes sense, man. Things get serious 2 weeks at Daytona. What's your mindset? I mean, literally everybody makes playoffs almost, but what's your mindset going into the first round of the playoffs? Because it can change, especially at a place like Daytona.
Frig, it's Daytona.
Yes,
well,
sir.
I'm going into the catch fence first race. So glad I built. If there's bonus points for wins, then I'm glad I built it all up because I'm going to lose it all at Daytona. But but not seriously. I think we're going to have some fun. We've had some pretty good consistency on the plate tracks with a third at Daytona, second at Talladega. Hopefully we can keep that going and keep this thing out of the catch fence because that's what I usually do normally at plate races. So, but now looking forward to a week off and then we'll go chase racing and Daytona. That's going to be quite a wild card.
Man, congratulations on the regular season championship. It's awesome. You definitely deserved it with 8 wins. Shout-outs and all that, man.
Yeah, I just got to thank you guys for putting on the broadcast. Sorry, I messed up my words here, but that was probably a good race to go back and watch. I got to thank all my teammates at Team Name, Chad Coleman, Josh Parker, and Doy Woods, who raced tonight. Also got to thank Joey and everyone who runs the show at Sim 500. Got to thank Snap Mobile Shop for sponsoring the series. If I haven't thanked my sponsors yet, First Free Bay Loft 207, thanks to all of them. Man, I'm trying to remember who to thank here because I haven't been in a winning position like this in quite a while. So, yeah, I thank all the fans, thank all of my friends and family who watch as well, and thanks to everyone who comes out and races each and every week.
All right, buddy. Hey, good job tonight, man. Congrats.
All right, thanks, Adam.
Thanks, buddy. There you go. Next up, it is Mr. Ryan Howard. We've talked to him quite a few times this season as well. Ryan, you got a copy?
Gotcha, man.
P2, man, here at Chicagoland. Pretty good racing, actually, tonight with 11 lead changes. It really could have went either way. Talk about racing Chicagoland under the lights, man. It's always fun. And really, it was a bottom line track like I think some people kind of thought it would be, but you could be able to run the middle a little bit.
Yeah, it was actually a good race for a night race here, considering what we ran on Sunday in the Xfinity car was pretty brutal. But
right.
It was. I found a groove there where you just get in that air bubble. But I was able to figure something out about hooking the bottom, and then once you got close enough to the next truck to move up a little bit to catch some clean air, and that really worked well for me. So. I guess the story of our year, second place again. Just pretty disappointed in the 127. I thought we had a chance to win the race there, and after that last pit stop, and we were cruising on fresh tires, and I guess he decided he wanted to pit from the top to the bottom. So apparently we're still doing that in sim racing, but it totally screwed us up. I don't even know how I was able to save the truck. I thought I was dead in the water there. So I thought we were able to stay with Daniel at the end once the tires equalized out, but at that point, man, we had lost so much time from that little hiccup there, and unfortunately weren't able to fight for the win.
Yeah, you're going to hate this next stat I'm about to say. So far this season with 15 starts, for you got 10 top fives, most of them being a second-place finish. But the good news is playoffs next week, or 2 weeks, and then Daytona the first race. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I really like the way they set up these playoffs. It'll be pretty neat to see, who can make it through to the final round, and then to have, I think, 3 races in the final round also. So that adds a little bit of a consistency factor to at least the final round. I think the first few rounds are probably going to be just as crazy as always. So, I was with you. I looked at that stat sheet, man. 10 top fives in 15 races, you can't complain. But when you finish second so many times, I think every time we put ourselves in a position to outsmart, Daniel, it's just something bites us. But it's just so hard in these trucks with the changes they made. When you get out front, man, that air bubble it's hard to overcome, and it's just not even really about fresh tires so much. If you're within a few laps of each other, it's just you get in that bubble and you just can't make anything work. So it's tricky, but we'll keep plugging away. We'll be bringing it for him in the playoffs.
For sure, man. Hey, good job tonight. You know what it is. Shout outs, buddy.
Yeah, man. We got I think we got a 1 or a 2-3 out of the deal here with Tommy behind me, and gotta thank Snap Mobile Shop coming on board. Dr. Pepper. Man, just thank all the guys. It's been a fun series. I like the way these trucks race. I'll have to look at the exact schedule. You said Daytona, and I'm not sure what else we have in here, but it's gonna be a crapshoot. I have a feeling that Daniel and obviously Fuller, and I see Parker was in here tonight, and just all the guys that run up front every week. Man, the gloves are gonna come off for sure. So tune in.
For sure, man. And the first round, by the way, very unique. Daytona, Richmond, Dover, and Las Vegas. So there you go.
Yeah, that's
definitely different.
Yeah.
Good job, buddy.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, sir. Next up, it is none other than one of my favorite drivers of all time, Tommy Ryan. You got a copy.
Yay! Yeah.
P3, man. You started 5th, third place finish. Not horrible by any means. Are you happy with the third place? Did you give up a little bit? Anything that you learned?
Yeah, I struggled a little bit. I was, me and Ryan were talking through the race, and somehow I was getting free center off, and he was pretty much in the racetrack the whole way. But yeah, I'm very happy with the third. I got to go back and see what happened to Fuller, but we were gunning for third place there with just a handful to go, and I think I got definitely loose, and I think he was maybe judging off me, and he got loose too, and killed the wall out of 4. But hell yeah, man! Top 5 in this series or any series in Sim 500 is yeah. I mean, do you see the competition here, man? It's
ridiculous.
Yeah, but hell, that's what keeps me coming back because, been places where you win every week and it's, big fish in a little pond, but this is fun for me.
Pit road was tricky tonight, by the way.
Yeah, pit road was really hard because you didn't really have a reference point where you could, where you see something on a wall or something. I mean, the last thing you see is a caution light, and this kind of like, how big are your balls?
I got you.
And hell, there was some guys I could get in there pretty well, but man, I could not launch out of the box. So some of the, even my teammate Ryan Howard, man, I could be within a few feet off his bumper, and then by the time we hit the exit cone, hell, he's almost 3 seconds in front of me. So I suck. That's all I can do.
Either way, man, third place, and not only that, you also make the playoffs. So what's your thoughts heading into the playoffs? You have no idea.
Well,
Daytona, it's going to be wild.
Daytona's going to be crazy, man. I'm not really wild about the plate track package that they have on these trucks right now, but it's a chess game like typical. Yeah. But the other 3 races, man, you excuse my French, but you better have your shit together and don't make mistakes. Put yourself in position and you'll be good.
For sure, man. We always see Daytona, one of them where teammates play a big factor as well. So you got some of the best, dude. Shout outs and all that.
Yeah. Northern Tool Equipment, snapmobile.shop. You guys putting on the broadcast, Joey, Sim 500. A lot of people complain about certain things in here, but man, it's still best oval league around, man. You find something better, let me know. I'll be right along. So that's all I got.
Hey, man, good job, and I love your interview tonight. That was actually pretty good. So good job, buddy.
Thanks, Adam. See you, man.
Yes, sir. All right. With that said, I want to hop back over to Todd Chase Jr. because I got some breaking news real quick that I want to give out to not only you guys but Todd as well. We had a tie in the point system.
Okay.
And with that said, 21 drivers will be making the playoffs instead of 20. So there you go. The drivers are Jason Brom, Kevin Brown, Glenn Campbell, Chad Coleman, Brian Boris Cook, Joey Catino, Ryan Howard, Rich Jett, Mike Kelly, Brian Macklin, EJ, Jeff Ryan, Tommy Ryan, Doug Ruth, Doug Simon, Scott Simley, Brian Wortman, Randy Yoakum, Daniel Falkingham, and Justin Fuller. Todd, heading into Daytona in 2 weeks. But, Todd, thoughts on tonight?
Tonight's race I thought was a really good race. I mean, you've seen some guys try some pit strategy that ultimately just didn't pan out because either they pitted too early or they just had the wrong strategy. And tough break for Justin Fuller. He literally had that race in his back pocket and pushed a little too hard and just ultimately didn't have the finish that he wanted. Overall, you know, I just can't believe Falkingham on the roll he is this season.
Yeah,
8 wins this season.
I give Falkingham a ton of credit. 8 wins, like you said. My thoughts to take away from this race, I still think there's somebody to compete with Falkingham, and that is Fuller. Just saying how I feel. I think he does still have a chance at that championship.
100%.
Because we don't know what's going to happen in round 2, especially because by the way, from Falkingham's interview, he said he don't know if he gets bonus points or not. From what I've seen, there is no bonus points given for wins into the playoffs. So everything I've seen is back at 0. So anything could happen. That's what I'm saying. We do not know what's going to happen into the playoffs with this many guys, and that's what's unique about the 20-car situation. Everybody's going to be pushing super hard.
Especially Daytona.
Yeah. Because you want to win that race.
I mean, Daytona already is a crapshoot. So is Talladega. But, 21 guys, the slate's clear. You're pushing hard enough as is because you're in the playoffs. And then you got Daytona, and it's another added element.
I agree completely. And I do not like you. You guys have a great night. I'm going to go. Thanks for tuning into the show. Todd Chase Jr., Adam Chapman. Anything else you want to say before I let you go, Todd?
No, I'm all set.
Good broadcast, buddy.
Thank you.
Thank you. Y'all have a great night. Take care. See y'all Friday night. God bless.